Dak Prescott is the kind of guy every team should want as their quarterback. Leader, fighter, role model. And yet, somehow, he's one of the most disrespected names in football. It's not because he's bad. It's not because he's a diva. It's not even because he failed under pressure. At least, not consistently. It's because of one thing. He plays for the Dallas Cowboys. And in today's NFL, that's all it takes. Dak's story doesn't start with glitz and glamour. It starts in Houghton, Louisiana, a small town with a population of barely 3,000. A place where Friday Night Lights meant everything, and community meant even more. He was raised by a single mother, Peggy Prescott, who worked long hours at a truck stop to take care of Dak and his two older brothers. She wasn't just his mom, she was his hero. The woman who taught him what strength really looks like. And when she passed away from colon cancer in 2013, Dak didn't spiral. He rose. He channeled everything she taught him. Discipline, kindness, resilience, and turned heartbreak into fuel. He would later tattoo her motto, faith, fight, finish. 3 words that defined his life. 3 words that carried him through the darkest moments of his journey. Dak wasn't a top prospect. He wasn't flashy. He wasn't even supposed to be the starter at Mississippi State. But when his time came, he didn't just start.
He's in trouble. Gets out of it momentarily. Now throws. Wide open, Jamian Lewis. He might take it. Yes, he will.
He transformed the program. In 2014, he led Mississippi State to the #1 ranking in the nation for the first time ever. That season, 3,449 passing yards, 986 rushing yards, 41 total touchdowns. He didn't just put Mississippi State on the map.
Prescott.
He carved his name into it. Still, NFL teams weren't sold. Some said he was too raw. Some said he was a college system QB. Some didn't say anything at all. So, when draft day came, Dak watched as name after name was called. Day 1, silence. Day 2, nothing. It wasn't until the 135th pick, in the 4th round.
Dak Prescott, quarterback, Mississippi State.
Well,
Go Cowboys!
That's why he was on the phone.
But even that wasn't the plan. The Cowboys tried to draft Paxton Lynch. Failed. Then they tried Connor Cook. Failed again. Only then did they settle on Dak. A fallback plan. A consolation prize. Dak came in as a backup. He was supposed to sit behind Tony Romo. Learn. Watch. Wait. But football never sticks to the script. Romo went down. Dak went in. And suddenly, the 4th-round afterthought became the face of the most famous franchise in American sports. He responded by going 13-3, winning Rookie of the Year and turning the Cowboys into contenders again. But somehow, people still didn't believe. And that's the beginning of the curse, because when you wear the star on your helmet, especially as the quarterback, you become the most loved and most hated man in football. There is no in between. Dak could throw for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, and the media would still be asking if he beat a playoff team. He could lead game-winning drives.
Prescott. Elliott got knocked down. Throws wide open. Jason Witten to win the game.
And Twitter would still say he's mid. It didn't matter, because Cowboys QBs don't get to be underdogs, even if they are. Off the field, Dak has done everything right. He launched the Faith, Fight, Finish Foundation to honor his mother who died from colon cancer and his brother Jace who passed from suicide. He's donated millions to cancer research, mental health initiatives, disaster relief, and children's hospitals. He's held annual youth football camps, mentored young athletes, paid for funerals of fans who died in tragic circumstances, and he's done it all quietly. Not for the camera, but because it's who he is. And yet, no matter how many stats he puts up, no matter how many lives he impacts, he's still treated like a meme. He's had 5 seasons with 20-plus passing touchdowns, 4 seasons with over 3,800 passing yards, led the NFL in touchdowns in 2023 with 36, made 2 Pro Bowls, won 73 games as a starter. That's more than Lamar Jackson, more than Kyler, more than Tua. And yet when people talk about Dak, it's always about what he isn't.
An all-time great Cowboys QB.
What? Ask that question again. I know I didn't just hear that question on national television. Ask that again, Molly. Who told you to ask that question? Ask that again. Ask that again. Can I get it one more time, Molly?
Dak already an all-time great Cowboys
Oh,
quarterback?
my God. Oh, my God. What? Hell no. Really? That you put them up to this?
Really?
You put them up to this? You did it? You called the producers behind my back and told them to ask this damn question.
Let's address it. Yes, he's 2-5 in the playoffs. Yes, he's had some rough moments in the postseason, but let's be honest. So is every quarterback who isn't Brady, Mahomes, or Rodgers. We don't talk about Josh Allen's playoff losses the same way. We don't crush Justin Herbert for blowing leads, but Dak? 1 or 2 bad drives, and it's open season. Why? Because it's not just about him. It's about the jersey, the logo, the weight of Cowboys' expectations. Being a Cowboy means you're on TV every week. Every mistake becomes a meme. Every facial expression becomes a debate segment. Every playoff exit becomes a legacy stainer. It doesn't matter how many touchdowns you throw.
Prescott could not get away. Yes, he did. He shook off a sack, rolling to the right, throws it downfield, and he's got Jalen.
If you're not hoisting a Lombardi, you're a failure. But here's the thing. Dak never asked for any of that. He just wanted to play football. He just wanted to lead. He just wanted to honor his mom's legacy. He's played through injury. He's played through tragedy. He's played through constant doubt. And through it all, he's never lashed out, never blamed teammates, never stopped working. Even after fracturing his ankle in 2020, a gruesome season-ending injury, he came back stronger. And in 2021, he threw 37 touchdowns. He became an advocate for mental health, something most QBs don't dare touch. If Dak played for another team, let's say the Seahawks or the Jaguars, he'd probably be everyone's favorite player. But because he wears the star, he's a punchline. And that's the curse. Not because of anything Dak did wrong, but because being the face of the Cowboys means you inherit every ounce of that spotlight. The legacy, the scrutiny, the hate. Dak Prescott may never be the guy in the eyes of the media. But to the teammates who followed him into battle, to the kids he's inspired, to the families he's helped, he's already a legend. And no amount of Cowboy hate can change that.
Dak Prescott for touchdown.
Look ahead to the NFL draft.
It's going to be a lot of hard work. Just continue to get better in every aspect.
Peggy knew overcoming adversity could lead her son to greatness. She told him, "Allow me to be your motivation, your inspiration. Let me be your story."
I remember her telling me, all greats have a story. Now it's up to me for her to live through me.
That call to arms became a foundation with a focus on cancer research and funding patient welfare.
My nonprofit is Faith, Fight, Finish. Our mission is empowering individuals, families, and communities to create strength through adversity.
Faith, Fight, Finish came into our lives and helped. I still can't believe it. I'm going to start crying.
Lives were saved, stories rewritten. But sometimes tragedy begets tragedy. In 2020, Dak's brother Jace, the rock at Peggy's side for her painful descent, took his own life.
You can't even put into words the burden. I mean, it's something only Jace knew. He didn't know how to share it. He didn't know how to be vulnerable about it.
A difficult truth was laid bare for Dak, but he shared his pain, telling all who would listen that being vulnerable is okay.
Our adversity, our struggles, what we go through is always going to be too much for ourselves. And maybe too much for even 1 or 2 people, but never too much for a community. for the people and the family that you love. I've made a promise that his life will be one taken to save millions. Starting in July, there will be a new 3-digit number for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Our curriculum encourages adults to reach out to young people struggling with their mental health.
One man helping many turn difficult pages and add chapters to their lives, telling those who carry unbelievable burdens, let me be your story.
Not holding those feelings in. I think it's huge. I think it's huge to talk. I think it's huge to get help, and it saves lives.
I'm just showing people how to express their adversity to be allowed to become their strength. I know my mom, it's what she would want.